Who here remembers Putty Squad? No? Well, me neither, to be honest, but it's an extremely early PS4 release. But despite it being heavily promoted as a holy grail of long-lost Amiga games finally being made public, it only really sold on the merits that there was bugger all else to play on the PS4 at the time. However, Putty Squad's poor sales could also be attributed to the sheer amount of bewildering promises the game's owner, Mark Cale, spewed out to lure gullible plebs into pre-ordering a fully priced 20-year-old Amiga game. Despite being completed and reviewed in magazines way back in 1993, it's never made it to stores. 4 years later, a German company by the name of Alive Mediasoft started taking pre-orders for the game from all three people on the planet who still gave a toss about the Amiga in 1997. They took payments, constantly broke deadlines and promises, then buggered off into the sunset with everyone's money. And to top it all off, Alive Mediasoft never even had the rights to sell the game in the first place. Fast forward 20 years to 2013, and Mark Cale announces an HD remake would finally be released on multiple systems. In an interview with Retro Gamer magazine, he announced to them that he was also going to release a special collector's edition that would even come with the unreleased Amiga original on floppy disk. A month later, Mark gave an interview to Eurogamer, additionally proclaiming that anyone who pre-orders the PS4 version would also receive a free season pass. Not only that, but people who unlock stickers in the game would also receive DLC maps released fortnightly, totally for free, for an entire year. Exciting stuff, eh? And guess what? None of that ever happened. Even Mark's claim that Putty Squad was unreleased is complete humbug. A Super Nintendo port was brought out the same time the Amiga original was supposed to. It's funny how you forget simple facts when you're hyping something. But all of a sudden before release, Cale redacts the special collector's edition, claiming he couldn't find enough floppy disks or a reproduction facility to copy the game for it. So anyone who pre-ordered Putty Squad never got their Amiga disc, nor their year's worth of free DLC season pass. Soon after, Mark Cale went suspiciously quiet. In fact, he hasn't really said anything public about the franchise until the announcement of Super Putty Squad for the Nintendo Switch in 2017, which he slapped the word Super on to possibly fool people into thinking it was a completely different game. No, it isn't. But at least he was decent enough to give away a digital copy of the Amiga original for free on his website. So, good on you there, Mark.